always say a prayer before I drive, before I travel. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for waking me up this morning. Thank you for waking up my parents.
Thank you for joining me on another fabulous episode of Chillin' with Carolyn B.
I am on my way back to Texas. I came to Greenville, Mississippi on Saturday. I was supposed to come on Friday, but I forgot I had a doctor's appointment. Then I had to get my brakes fixed, and it just took too long. And when I'm traveling back home to Mississippi, I like to make it home before it's dark. Instead of leaving yesterday, I'm leaving today, which is Tuesday, because I didn't get here until Saturday. So I spent time with my parents. Yes, both of my parents are still here. My mom is 78 and my dad is 80, and they are acting like they are in their 40s. Yeah, so that's good. That's good. They cook, they clean, they argue, you know, the normal stuff. So at my doctor's appointment, I had a bone density exam. I had an EKG. Both of those were good. She said my bone density was perfect and my EKG was good. Now, it confuses me. This is probably about my, fifth bone density test. And every time I have that test done, they always tell me it's perfect. It's above normal. It's great. They ask me, do you have history of arthritis? I'm like, no. I said, I've never been diagnosed with it, but I know I have some form of arthritis because sometimes I'm stiff. I know the test is not testing for arthritis. It's a bone density test. But it's just always good. And then, so while I was at the doctor's office, she asked me, have you eaten anything today? I said, nope, because I have a habit of just, whenever I'm going to the doctor's office, I'm going fasting, because you never know if they might want to do something, some type of blood work. I want to make sure that they can go ahead and do it. So I always go fasting, and I always choose the early appointment. I like to go to the doctor and get that stuff over with early in the morning so that, you know, my afternoons are free. She asked me if I had anything to eat or drink, and I say, nope, I'm fasting. And then she said, well, rather than you come back next Friday for blood work, and then after that come back and we discuss the blood work and discuss Monjaro, let's go ahead and do the blood work now. And I was able to, because I always go fasting. But my trip here, I had so much fun, you guys. Spending time with my parents. I spent time with my friend Cassandra. We went out to eat. We sat, talked, ate wings. I had a baked potato. She had a salad. And I didn't get a salad because I had a leftover salad from when I came into town and I stopped to get something to eat. It was a chef salad. So I already had a salad at home waiting for me, which I was going to eat later on that day from yesterday. So, so I spent time with her. And then my mom was like, are you going to the casino? And I'm like, well, I hadn't planned on it, you know, which I wasn't, because if I didn't bring the casino up and my mom didn't bring it up, I didn't want to, you know, say I'm going to the casino and then all of a sudden now she wants to go. But she asked me, am I going to the casino? And I'm like, well, I hadn't planned on it. I said, but if you want to go, I will take you, because my mom doesn't drive anymore. And so she said, no, if you're not going, then that's okay. Nope. I said, yeah, I'm going, Mama. I'm going. So, because she's always like, well, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to worry you. Mama, you can never bother me or worry me. So we went to the casino, and I had a lot of luck there. I mean, a lot of luck. And and I gave my mom $100, and I had $100, and my mom left out of there with like $140, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what she said. She left out of there with $140, and I left out of there with $1,700. Yes, $1,700. Yeah. So I did really, really good. Here's a small clip of it right here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Anyway, so it's like I really enjoyed myself. I got lots of rest, and that was my main thing. I just wanted to get some rest. Usually I'm hanging out late with friends. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to hang out with friends and then come home, you know. I did some cleaning at my parents' house. I saw both of my brothers. I have two brothers, one year older, one year younger. They both came to see me. My sister-in-law came to see me. Yeah, so it was a very nice short trip. It went by so fast. You know what? I could turn this air off, because right now it is 62 degrees, and I don't have to run my air in this car because I was getting a little chill. Back to my doctor's office. She did the blood work. So my appointment now is the 24th, which is still this week on Friday. It's just that I didn't have to make one for the 24th and then another one for the 1st. So she's already got the blood work. I'll go back to her, and she said we will talk about increasing the Monjaro when we get back. I mean, when I come back on my appointment. I want to be on the 10 milligrams, as you guys have heard me say several times. I want to be on the 12 milligrams. I mean, on the 10 milligrams. And then she said, well, it just depends on your lab work. If everything is okay, you know. So I'm hoping everything will work out okay, and I can be on 10. Now, as far as my weight loss, I got on the scale at my parents'. Now, I will tell you this, and I've said this before, I'm sure. When I'm traveling, I put my snacks back there in the back seat, my water. Anyway, when I'm traveling, I always gain some water weight. I got on the scale, and I already knew that I had water weight, because where am I going? They fixed this road up here, you guys, crossing the bridge up here going into Arkansas, and I have to make sure I'm going the right way, because on my way in I was like, where am I going? But I think, yep, I'm going right. Anyway, I always gain a little bit of weight because when I'm driving and traveling, I'm snacking on chips. I know it's bad, but I snack on chips, or I'll get like the Smart popcorn. Well, I couldn't find the Smart popcorn, so I bought some sour cream and onion Pringles. So I snacked on that on my way here, and I had a Coke Zero, which that's what I have in the bag back there. Coke Zero, a bottle of water, and some chips. I'm not sure where my Smart white cheddar popcorn is. Every time I travel, I don't care where I'm going, I could be getting on an airplane, and I will have some white cheddar Smart popcorn. Well, I didn't see any today, and I didn't see any on Friday when I was buying my snacks for my trip, for my road trip. Today I have honey barbecue, I want to say they're Lay's. I'll have to reach back there on the floor and get it. Every time I come home to Greenville, Mississippi, somebody has a list of things they want me to bring back. I have that back there in the back seat. This is, let me pan this camera around so you can see the bridge. Yeah, I've shown you this bridge before, but I just wanted to show it. It's so good. when I'm traveling home, when I'm leaving Texas, coming to Mississippi, I go through Texas, of course, through Shreveport, Louisiana, and then I pass through Monroe, Louisiana. I go through Oak Grove, Eudora, Arkansas, and then Greenville, Mississippi. So now I'm in Arkansas, and my next destination would be Shreveport, Louisiana, where I'm going to stop and get my gamble on. I am going to go live there on my gambling channel, which is called Cash Out Carolyn. If you guys want to check that channel out, go ahead and do so. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And on this channel, Chillin' with Carolyn B, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have noticed, which, you know, my channel is small, but for those of you who know, my channel used to be my name, but I've changed it to Chillin' with Carolyn B. I just thought that sounded more like relaxing, sounds more advertising, you know, my weight. So usually when I'm traveling, I gain a little water weight when I travel because I tend to, you know, eat a little bit more of salty foods or whatever. So I got on the scale every day. So I got there on Saturday. I didn't get on the scale that day. But Sunday, yesterday, I didn't get on it this morning because I forgot. I'm so busy getting ready to, you know, leave until I didn't get on the scale this morning. But anyway, I did do it on Sunday and Monday. Monday is the usual day that I weigh myself. So both days I weighed 185.6. I think Sunday was 0.8, Monday was 0.6. So the weight is still slow, and that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't want to do it really, really fast. A lot of people just get on this medication and they just drop weight really, really, really fast. But not for me. I don't know. My body is different, but it is working because I had gotten up to 196. I had gotten up to 196. 196. And now I'm down to 185.6. I won't weigh myself again until, and at my doctor's office too, I weighed 185. So I'm just waiting for my appointment on Friday, and hopefully I will be up to 10 milligrams. And it seems like, no, not seems like, it is sprinkling raining. When I left Texas to come to Mississippi, the clouds were so thick. It was so cloudy outside. The clouds in the sky were so thick and they were very gray. And I didn't run into any rain. Today it is very cloudy. The clouds are a little gray, but you can still kind of see through them. And it's sprinkling at this time. Anyway, I would like to thank all of you for joining me today, and I hope you keep joining me and watching my videos. I really enjoy it. I love it. And I will see you guys and make another video after my appointment, or maybe after I take my first 10 milligram injection, if she gives it to me. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to say a little prayer when I get off because I don't